Yesterday I made more than 35k euros dropshipping in Europe with a profit of more than 10,000 euros in a single day. And in this video, not only will I show you exactly how I did it, but more importantly, how you can copy paste my exact strategy and start making some serious money with dropshipping too. After this video, even as a complete beginner, you'll know exactly how to go to 10k profit per month and more. Now let's dive into how I did it. Why Europe? Everybody always talks about dropshipping in the US market, so why am I talking about Europe? The US market is obviously absolutely massive, and that is why most people think it is the best logical way to start dropshipping there. But just look at this. CPMs, which is how much money you pay for your ads, is literally 10 times more expensive in the US market versus in Europe. And that is purely because of the low amount of competition in Europe. But here's where it actually gets crazy. When you localize your store and ads, people trust you way more. Think about it. If you were living in Sweden, would you buy from a random English store or would you rather buy from a Swedish store? Obviously, the second that it's Swedish, you will trust it 10 times more and buy. That is exactly how I just pulled off this 35,000 euro day. I was not reinventing the wheel, I was just selling in markets that nobody touches. Germany, Sweden, Netherlands and Belgium, UK. And the best part, this is completely beginner friendly. You can literally copy what's working for someone in the US market, translate it and sell it in any EU country. You don't need custom content, you don't need expensive UGC, you do not need crazy marketing skills, all because European markets are just so untapped. So let's now go over the 4 simple steps in this strategy, which are finding the right product, building your store, running the ads, and lastly scaling to over 1k a day. But here's the thing. Not every single product works in Europe. There is actually a type of product that converts 3 times better than any other type of product. I'll show you exactly what to look for. So to find a proper winning product that works for someone else in the US market that we can just easily copy paste into an EU market, we need to use a spy tool. And a spy tool is a simple software where we can just see what is working for all the other dropshippers out there. So you can go to minea.com. This is my preference of spy tool, but they're almost all the same. Click on the tab Facebook Ads, set up the filter as follow: Shopify 1000 likes and comments 500. This way we filter out what is definitely not working and we only see the ads that are already making some money. Now we have a shitload of ads to scroll through, but I will obviously not select just anything and test that. We actually want to narrow down by a specific niche, and that specific niche is the health and the beauty niche. Because I am a lazy piece of shit, I like to make it as easy as possible on myself and only sell in what's working the absolute best. Now why do the health and the beauty niches work so well? Just think of it. If you have any type of pain on your body right now, this can be physical pain, this can also just be low energy or bad sleep, this will be the most important problem in your life you need solved as soon as possible. The same goes for our customers. If I can provide a product that literally solves physical pain, or that helps someone sleep better, or that helps someone lose weight, or that helps someone look more beautiful, which is also very close to physical pain, then those products will be an absolute no-brainer to buy for our customers. That is also exactly why the pharmaceutical industry is so massive, and that is how I do 35,000 euros in a day with dropshipping. So just scroll through Minea right now with these filters set up and you will find a bunch of health and beauty products. I, for example, found this teeth whitening serum right here. Having ugly yellow teeth is obviously a massive insecurity for almost every single person on earth. This little 30 euro serum solves exactly that problem. Super emotional, cheap to sell, and the biggest indicator, it's already working for someone else. The perfect product to dropship in Europe. So now that we have found a very good product to sell, most people still mess it up by building a ugly and outdated Shopify store for that product. You will not be able to differentiate yourself from any other dropshipper out there. That's not gonna work in 2025. Maybe in 2019 that worked, but if you wanna actually convert at 4 to 6% conversion rate versus 1 to 2%, you need to build your store completely differently. We in 2025 for that are using sales funnels. And specifically, we use the software called Funnelish. And here is what I know from running both. Shopify stores on average convert at 1 to 2%. My funnels, 4 to 6%. This means that with the same amount of money spent on ads, I will make at least 3 times more money. Now this is what the page looks like. One page, one product, one choice. Buy or leave. That's actually 2 choices. There are no distractions anywhere on the page. There's no browsing around, there's just one simple decision to make, and that is to buy. Now, when you combine a high quality funnel like this with then also selling in a European country, that is where the money glitching comes in, because no one does this. And it is extremely untapped. Now this funnel is in German, as you can see, so I will right-click right here and translate it into English so you will all understand what it says. And one of the most important parts about our funnel websites is that everything surrounds the product benefits and emotions. We barely talk about the product features. We want to describe in as much detail as possible how the customer will feel after using the product emotionally. As you can see also, it looks super branded because we created this custom logo specifically for this one product alone. If you look at the main image of the product, when you see this as a customer, it is immediately super clear why you're buying this. You see a before and after picture of a disgusting yellow smile to a nice white smile, and you see the product in and of itself. Then if we scroll down, we always have a section with a title, paragraph, and then next to it a picture or a GIF. Again, just to visually show what the product does. And in the titles, talk about the emotional benefits. Scrolling down even more, we always end our funnels with testimonials of the customer. And the more specific these testimonials are, the better. Then if we take a look at our checkout page on Funnelish, we see that by default, the 2-piece bundle is selected. This just means we will make more money by default. You can also see again some testimonials on the checkout page, because that's actually where it matters the most. That's where people make the buying decision. We add some trust badges. Then we also add an express priority shipping upsell, which adds €5 of pure profit to our margin, allowing us to scale more than our competitors. And then lastly, because we sell in Germany, it is super important to have your payment methods right. When you sell in Germany, you need 2 payment methods: credit card and PayPal. Now, if you want to make even more money in Germany, then you can also choose to add Klarna. Klarna, however, is a different beast and requires a lot of experience to tame it. In Germany alone, you can easily go to 5K a day with just credit card and PayPal. Both of these payment methods are also super easy to manage, as long as you have your policy pages set up properly and as long as you're replying to your customers relatively quickly. I hope it's clear that a funnel page versus a shitty old Shopify store will convert a lot better. It looks way more branded, the conversions will be way higher, the average order value will be way higher, and the profit will be way higher. But now that we have got our high converting sales funnel ready to make us money, obviously we still need to get it in front of people. And this is where Facebook ads comes in. And it is much simpler than you think. My 4-year-old niece can do it, and she doesn't even exist. €100 budget, no targeting, just copy whatever the competitor is doing and print. Let me show you exactly how it's set up. So the first thing you want to do to set up Facebook ads is create a business manager account and an ads manager account. This is extremely simple and I will not be explaining this inside of this video. There's thousands and thousands of tutorials explaining this on YouTube that only take 5 minutes to watch. But once you have set up your ads manager correctly, what you want to do is click on create campaign. Inside of the campaign settings, all we want to change is turn on advantage budget optimization. Then you want to set the budget to $100 a day. Now you might think this is a lot of budget, but it is not. You will learn in a minute when we talk about scaling that we will only spend around $40 for unprofitable products. So you will never lose a lot of money on something that doesn't work. There's only one thing that we want to change, and that is selecting the country where we want to target it to. In our case, the teeth whitening serum, we were selling this in Germany. So what would I do? I would select country, Germany, and that's it. I don't select a language, I don't select an interest targeting, I don't change the placements. All I do is just select the exact country where I'm selling to, and that's it. Then inside the ad setting itself, we don't even have a video ad yet. Where are we going to get our ads from? It is super simple. When we are testing a product, all we want to do is take the video that we found on Minia from our competitor, click on download. If any language was spoken in this video, or if there were any subtitles in this video, we would translate it into German. You can do this with the app Veed.io in 5 minutes for a whole video. It uses AI, you just have to literally click a few buttons and your whole video is translated. And then just copy paste that exact video, translate it if necessary in your ad. You do exactly the same with the ad copy. Copy, translate, paste. When you have done that for video number 1, you do want to look for 2 more ads. The reason for that is because we want to increase our chances of finding a winning ad. Either you check your competitor that you originally found and see if they have more video ads running of the same product. product? If so, just download the best 2 videos, do exactly the same thing with them, upload it as ad 2 and as ad 3 inside your ad set. Or if your competitor doesn't have any videos available, they only have this one winning video, you can for almost any dropshipping product just type in the name of the product inside of Minia and find older videos that have ran in the past for the same product. Download, translate, paste. So now we have set up our whole campaign, a $100 advantage budget optimization campaign. In the ad set, we have selected only Germany as the targeting and that's it. And then we have uploaded 3 ads that are just copy pasted, translated if anything was spoken. For the ad copy, we did exactly the same and obviously we linked to our landing page. You want to schedule it for the next day and click on publish. But how do you now analyze the ads and actually scale? This is the hardest part of this whole strategy and still it's extremely simple. There are a couple rules, so just follow along. Day 1 analysis at around 11 AM. You want to check your campaign after it has spent around $40. If your campaign has spent $40 and has 0 sales, you want to kill it and you move on to the next product. This means just repeating all the steps of the video, but then with a new product. If your campaign has spent $40 or more with 1 sale or more, you let it run until it has spent $80. Then you check it again when it has spent $80, and when it has spent $80, it should be profitable. If it is then not profitable, kill it, move on to the next product. If it is profitable, let it run until the end of the day. Then comes the analysis at the end of the day. There are 3 rules to follow. If your campaign is profitable with a profit margin of more than 20%, you increase your budget with 20%. So inside the campaign, that means you click on edit budget, you add 20%, so you go from 100 to 120 and you click on publish. If your campaign has a profit margin of between 0 and 20%, you don't want to touch it. You just leave it running until the next day. And if your campaign still ends up below break even, so unprofitable at the end of the day, kill it and move on to the next product. Usually if your product survives day 1, it is likely to be a winner. Now from there, you want to test new creatives as much as you can, preferably every single day. When you test new creatives, this means just adding a new ad set inside your campaign, and then in that ad set you add 3 more video or image ads in. You can try to make an iteration of your main winning ad, or you can just scour the internet for more videos that have ran in the past. We do both. Now for the full Facebook ad strategy and how we actually scale to past 1K days, 10K days, 35K days, I have left a full Facebook ads cheat sheet in the description below. It's completely free and it has my full ad strategy from A to Z with a bunch more specific rules. For example, for when your campaign crashes all of a sudden, or imagine your campaign has a crazy high ROAS, you want to serve scale it. The nitty-gritty of the Facebook ad strategy is in the description below. Now to go to 10K profit per month as a complete beginner, it is as simple as just following the steps I laid out in this video. You just want to test a product exactly like this every single day. And if your product does not perform well, you kill it and you go to the next one. This is exactly what all my one-on-one clients have been doing, and look at some of these results. We have people making 10K profit a month, we have people making 50K profit a month, and we even have people making 200K profit a month. Now I highly advise you to check out my full free course below. It has this exact strategy in a 4-hour format. You have to understand that I don't have a paid course. This course is the same course that my mentorship clients get, and it has every single detail that you need to know about. Take action with it, because if I had this when I first got started with dropshipping, I would be the first ever dropshipping billionaire. And if you have any more questions about me or my strategy, you can always reach out on Instagram and I try to find the time to reply.